We've done 4 of the modes of the melodic minor scale. The melodic minor scale itself, so that's the first mode on the first note of this scale. We've done the 4 and the 5, they're both dominant scales. One is the Lydian flat 7 on the 4, and then the Mixolydian flat 6 or the melodic dominant on the 5. We then jump to the 7th note of the scale, which would be traditionally a Locrian scale with a flat 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. And in the melodic minor scale, it's also got a flat 5. It's the super Locrian or the altered scale. So we have 3 more. We have the 2nd, 3rd, and 6th scales to do. They won't take as long because I'm going to gloss over them a little bit. We've looked at the most important ones right now. We've looked at the root scale, the number 1 mode, the melodic minor, and then we've looked at 3 dominant scales that we can derive out of this. They don't all have to stay in the context of the melodic minor scale though. We get to move them around and find places in other songs and other keys where they land on the particular chords that are necessary. We'll do a quick review here through the scales. Let's do them in A on the 6th string root. So we've got our A melodic minor itself. Here we have a major scale in A except for the flat 3. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and a B and a C. To get rid of some of the clutter, I've put the 2nd mode on the 2 chord on this next picture. So that's the melodic minor scale itself, and it features the minor major 7 chord. The 2 chord is just a minor, or it's a minor with a flat 9. And it's going to be a Dorian scale, as the 2 scale is, which has a flat 3 and a flat 7, but a natural 6. But because it's in melodic minor, it's also going to have a flat 2. You could then call it a Phrygian scale. It's got a flat 2, a flat 3, and a flat 7, but a raised 6. The notes are going to be the same. We've had A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and A. Now we just start on the B note. B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. So here we have B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then a B, C, and D. One more time. We have our half step and whole step. Single whole step note there. This pattern, G sharp, A, B, C, we talked about last time, these little half steps that are landing on one string. That's really nice to see throughout this pattern. Now we have a Dorian looking portion and a Phrygian looking portion. So we start with a Phrygian idea, then Dorian, or Dorian can step back here, a Dorian section, and then a Phrygian. So that's on the 2 chord. It's going to be a 2 minor 7, but it can have a flat 9 in it. So if you have a song with a minor chord with a flat 9, you can pull out this Dorian with the flat 2. If we start on the C note, we've got the Lydian sharp 5. C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. You could stick it out here or back here. I put it here so we get our half steps again. I didn't draw a separate picture for it because all you have to do is imagine that the B is gone and you're starting on the C. So we have C, D, and a major 3rd for C. F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D. So the same scale exactly as before, we're just not starting on the B note. This Lydian sharp 5 chord on the 3 is a major 7 augmented. So it's got a sharp 5. You can write sharp 5 or the augmented sign. We've already seen the Lydian flat 7 on the D chord, the 4 chord. In this one, the G sharp, A, B, and C sharp start on the 2nd string. So we get a nice little motion there again. Then at the 12th fret this time, the 5 chord, we can call it the Mixolydian with the flat 6, or it's the melodic dominant scale. Again, of course, we've got all the same notes, and the G sharp, A, B, C is on the 5th string now. Could reach out to the G sharp there. I can do the F sharp scale. F sharp is the 6. 6 is Aeolian, but we're going to have it again with a flat note. It's going to have a flat 5. Here I've got it at the F sharp on the 14th fret. We could actually slip back to the 2nd fret and do this as well. And let's do that there. So we could do F sharp at the 14th or at the 2nd. I'm down under my root now for this one. So this is an Aeolian chord. This is an Aeolian mode with a flat 5 in it. It's going to be a minor 7 with a flat 5, so that's a half diminished chord. So here we go. F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. Here's our pattern again with the half, whole half. Always followed by D and E on the next string. So that's a minor chord with a flat 5. And then we're at the G sharp. This is the 7th note. I can play it at the 2nd fret. And our 7th mode again was super Locrian from yesterday. Here we start off with our half step, whole step, half step. This one, as I've mentioned, is what we also call the altered scale. And then we're back to the A minor. So our chords then could be, I've written the chord names out here too. We've got an A minor, or A minor with a major 7 in it. B is just minor, or within a flat 9 in it. The C is a major 7 with a sharp 5. The D is a dominant chord, but it could also have a sharp 11. So you might see dominant 7, sharp 11, which would be a time to use your Lydian flat 7. E is dominant, but it could have a flat 13. The F sharp is minor with a flat 5, so a half diminished chord. The G sharp, we saw a lot of varieties yesterday. Because it's altered, it can have a flat 9 or a sharp 9, a flat 5 or a sharp 5. Here's a flat 5 version that you run into a lot. So here we've got the D, the B sharp or C note, the 3rd, the F sharp, which is the flat 7, and that can land us back on A minor. So A minor, G with a flat 5, F sharp minor with a flat 5, sorry, this is G sharp with a flat 5, and A, I can put major 7 in it if I like. B minor, C augmented, D dominant, E dominant, F sharp half diminished, G sharp dominant of some kind but an altered 5, and then the A minor. So those are your scale tone chords and your scale tone modes in the melodic minor. Oh, there's one last thing. We also now know what it looks like to play on a 5th string start on each of these. So if we've played this A melodic minor, we could look at the D note. Well, D notes land on the 4. That's the Lydian flat 7. So this D could give me a Lydian flat 7 scale. Here's the E. That's a melodic dominant on the 5th string start. There's the F sharp at the 9. And that's your Aeolian with a flat 5. I left the C out of some of my pictures. I had removed it so that it wouldn't be in your way when we looked at one scale, but then I forgot to put it back in. So again, I'm at A on the 12th fret of the 5th string. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. That's melodic minor then on the 5th string start. On this B note at the 14th fret or the 2nd fret, we could put a 5th string start. It'll be this scale shape, but on B. B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, and so on. So you've got 5th string starts in there as well, 6th strings if you like. There might be some world in which you would say, this is a scale I'd like to memorize all up and down the neck in all its modes on each string start in different keys. I don't think that that's a great use of your guitar time right now though. What I would like is the knowledge of how to do it and an ability to return to this chapter or this playlist to look them up and play them when they are interesting to you. It's nice to work through them all. I haven't devoted them all to memory, as you can tell when I'm reading them, but I can pull them out and work one out at a time if I like. What I would like to be able to do is play a couple when I'm in the mood and transfer from one to the other and go over a couple of different chord progressions with them. Some of these things you can work on for a weekend or a while, get them under your belt, and then move on to other concepts. They will fall by the wayside and get a little rusty, but then they're sort of ingrained somewhere in your mind, and you can return to them when you want them.